The Australian Outback, endless red sands, burning heat, and silence so deep you can hear your own heartbeat. But beneath this calm beauty hides something far more dangerous. Did you know that Australia is home to animals so deadly they can kill you before you even realize they're there? Out here, death doesn't roar, it whispers. Imagine walking barefoot across warm sand, thinking it's safe. Then, what looks like a rock suddenly moves, and before you can react, your foot is on fire. Or picture diving into crystal clear water, only to feel something brush your skin. Invisible, silent, and instantly fatal. From spiders that can stop your heart in minutes, to snakes faster than a blink, to tiny jellyfish whose sting can bring down a grown man. The outback is not just wild, it's lethal. Each of these creatures has evolved to kill with precision. No mercy, no warning, only survival. So before we dive deep into this deadly world, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss what number 1 can do. Trust me, it's so unbelievable that even scientists are still trying to understand how it kills. Stay till the end, because the last creature on this list might change the way you see the Australian wilderness forever. Deep in the damp forests of New South Wales, beneath fallen logs and layers of wet leaves, hides one of the deadliest spiders on the planet, the Sydney funnel web spider. Small, glossy, and no bigger than your thumb, it doesn't look like much. But don't let its size fool you. This creature carries venom so powerful, it can kill an adult human in less than 15 minutes. The Sydney funnel web isn't a timid spider. When threatened, it stands its ground, raising its front legs high and revealing 2 long, dripping fangs. It doesn't bite once. It bites again and again, injecting neurotoxin that attacks the body's nervous system like a wave of electricity. Victims describe the pain as burning fire under the skin, followed by dizziness, muscle spasms, and eventually, total paralysis. What makes this spider even stranger is how selective its venom is. It's almost harmless to dogs, cats, and most other animals, yet incredibly lethal to humans and primates. Scientists still can't fully explain why our nervous systems react so violently, but they agree on one thing. This spider evolved to survive, and it does it perfectly. The males are even more dangerous than the females. During summer rains, they leave their burrows to search for mates, crawling into gardens, sheds, and sometimes people's homes. Many Australians know the rule by heart. Always check your shoes before you put them on. One careless moment could be your last. And yet, in a twist of irony, the Sydney funnel web's venom has also saved countless lives. Scientists used it to create a highly effective anti-venom that has prevented deaths for over 40 years. A killer turned into a cure, proof that nature's most terrifying weapons can also be its greatest gifts. In the Australian outback, even the smallest creature can remind you that survival is never guaranteed, and danger often hides in the quietest corners. Hidden deep within the blazing deserts of Central Australia lies a creature so deadly that locals rarely even speak its name aloud. The Inland Taipan, also known as the fierce snake. It's not the largest, not the fastest, and certainly not the most famous. Yet this serpent holds a terrifying title, the most venomous snake in the world. One drop of its venom could kill 100 grown adults. Just imagine that. A single bite, and your body begins to shut down within minutes. The toxin attacks the blood, muscles, and nervous system all at once, leaving victims dizzy, gasping for air, and eventually motionless. But here's the shocking part. No one has ever been confirmed killed by it in the wild. Why? Because this snake is as shy as it is lethal. The Inland Taipan lives in remote, sun-baked clay plains, far from human contact. Its scales shimmer in shades of olive and brown, blending perfectly with the desert earth. It rarely shows itself unless threatened. When it does strike, it's faster than the blink of an eye, precise, silent, and gone before you even know what happened. Scientists studying this snake describe its venom as biological lightning. It's designed for efficiency, instantly paralyzing small mammals before they can fight back or escape. Nature crafted it to kill, not out of cruelty, but survival. And it does so with breathtaking perfection. Despite its fearsome power, the Inland Taipan is almost gentle in behavior. Unlike cobras or vipers, it doesn't raise its head or hiss in warning. It simply observes, decides, and acts with surgical precision. There's no drama, just death delivered quietly in the desert. In the harsh, unforgiving outback, the Inland Taipan stands as a reminder that danger doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers through the sand and vanishes with the wind. Beneath the crystal blue waters of northern Australia drifts a creature so delicate it almost looks unreal. A ghostly umbrella of glass with ribbons trailing behind. But those shimmering ribbons aren't decoration, they're death. This is the box jellyfish, one of the most lethal animals on Earth. Its body is nearly transparent, making it almost invisible to swimmers. Yet hidden within those floating tentacles are millions of microscopic harpoons, each one loaded with venom powerful enough to stop a human heart in under 2 minutes. Victims often don't even realize they've been stung until they feel an explosion of pain so intense it makes them scream underwater. Some never make it back to shore. The box jellyfish doesn't chase or attack. It drifts silently with the current, like a ghost in slow motion, waiting for prey to swim into its deadly trap. Small fish, unaware of the danger, brush against the tentacles and are instantly paralyzed. The jellyfish then pulls them in with eerie calm, feeding without haste, as if time itself has stopped. What makes this creature even more terrifying is its intelligence. Scientists discovered that it has 24 eyes, capable of detecting movement and light, meaning it can actually see and navigate through the water. It's not just a floating blob, it's a calculated hunter. Despite its deadly nature, the box jellyfish remains hauntingly beautiful, like a piece of living glass glowing in the sunlight. Divers describe encounters with it as both mesmerizing and horrifying. A creature so fragile, yet capable of killing a person faster than a shark ever could. In the warm, tropical seas of Australia, beauty and danger move together. The box jellyfish glides through paradise like a silent warning, proof that in nature, the most graceful things can also be the deadliest. In the rivers and mangrove swamps of northern Australia, there lives a monster that has ruled its territory for over 200 million years. The saltwater crocodile, the largest living reptile on the planet. This ancient predator hasn't changed much since the age of the dinosaurs, and it doesn't need to. It's already perfect. Measuring up to 6 meters long and weighing more than a ton, the salty, as locals call it, is pure muscle wrapped in armor. It glides silently through muddy water, eyes and nostrils just above the surface, waiting for the slightest ripple of movement. To the untrained eye, the river looks peaceful, but beneath that stillness lurks a living weapon. When it strikes, it's like an explosion. In less than a second, the crocodile launches out of the water with bone-crushing jaws that snap shut at over 3,700 pounds of pressure per square inch, strong enough to crush steel. Prey are dragged underwater in a brutal maneuver known as the death roll, spinning violently until the body stops moving. What's even more terrifying is its patience. The saltwater crocodile can go months without eating, conserving energy while waiting for the perfect moment to attack. It's an ambush predator with the mind of a machine, cold, calculating, and efficient. Despite its fearsome nature, this creature is also a devoted guardian. Female crocs build nests and defend their eggs fiercely, even carrying their newborns gently in their massive jaws to the water. A creature capable of such violence, yet capable of care. Nature's contradiction made flesh. To the people of Australia's north, the saltwater crocodile commands respect. It is not just a predator, it is a reminder that humans are guests in its kingdom. Out here in the sun-scorched wild, the croc doesn't hunt for sport. It hunts because that's what survival demands. In the Outback's waterways, every shadow could hide its eyes. And when you finally see it, it's already too late. In the shallow rock pools along Australia's coast, where children play and seashells glisten in the sun, hides one of the most deceptively beautiful killers in the ocean, the blue-ringed octopus. Barely the size of a golf ball, it looks harmless, almost cute, with soft skin that shifts color like liquid gold. But when threatened, glowing rings of electric blue flash across its body, a warning that death is only seconds away. Inside this tiny creature flows venom powerful enough to kill 26 adults in just minutes. It doesn't bite out of aggression, only defense. But one small nip is all it takes. The toxin, called tetrodotoxin, shuts down the nervous system, paralyzing muscles while the victim remains fully conscious. Imagine being unable to move, unable to breathe, watching the world fade while your heart slows to a stop. That's the silent horror of the blue-ringed octopus. It lurks quietly under rocks, inside shells, or among coral crevices, blending perfectly with the surroundings. Divers and beachgoers often pick them up, unaware of the danger, only to realize too late what they're holding. There is no known anti-venom. Only time and luck can save you. Despite its deadliness, it's mesmerizing to watch. When disturbed, its body pulses with light, the blue rings glowing like neon fire under the water. Scientists say it's both a warning and a spectacle, a visual performance of life and death, beauty and terror intertwined. This small octopus teaches a harsh truth about nature. Danger doesn't always roar or strike from the shadows. Sometimes it glows in plain sight, dazzling you before it ends you. In the calm tide pools of Australia, among seashells and coral, the ocean hides a creature so perfect in design that even fear becomes awe. The blue-ringed octopus, beautiful, silent, and absolutely unforgiving. On the ocean floor of Australia's northern coast, where sand meets coral and shadows blur with sunlight, lies a creature that looks like nothing more than a lump of stone. But this rock is alive, and it's armed with one of the most excruciating venoms known to humankind. This is the stonefish, nature's cruel illusion. Perfectly camouflaged, it waits motionless, covered in algae and sand, completely indistinguishable from the seabed. Fish, crabs, and even unsuspecting swimmers pass right by, until one unfortunate step triggers its defense. In an instant, razor-sharp spines on its back pierce through skin, shoes, and even wetsuits, injecting venom that attacks the nervous system and blood cells simultaneously. Victims describe the pain as like fire spreading through the bones, often so intense that they beg to have the affected limb amputated. The stonefish doesn't chase or hunt, it simply waits. It can survive for up to 24 hours out of water, remaining deadly even while lying on the sand. Its venom is so potent that one sting can kill an adult in less than an hour if untreated. Locals and divers know this rule well. Never step where you can't see the bottom. What makes this creature even more terrifying is its speed. Despite its lifeless appearance, the stonefish can strike in less than 0.015 seconds, faster than the blink of an eye, swallowing its prey whole before it even realizes what happened. And yet, there's a strange beauty in its stillness, a reminder of nature's deceptive design. The deadliest things don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they hide in plain sight, blending with the world so completely that we mistake death for a harmless stone. The stonefish turns the calm ocean floor into a minefield of pain, proving once again that in the Australian Outback and beneath its waters, survival isn't just about strength, it's about awareness. In the warm, turquoise waters off northern Australia drifts a creature so small you could miss it even if it were inches from your face. Barely the size of a fingernail, the Irukandji jellyfish looks harmless, a transparent wisp floating through sunlight. But don't be fooled. This tiny ghost carries a venom so powerful it can bring grown adults to their knees, begging for death. The Irukandji's sting is almost invisible. Victims often feel nothing at first, just a faint prick on the skin. Then, within minutes, the pain begins to bloom, spreading like fire through the blood. It's followed by violent muscle cramps, nausea, and an overwhelming feeling of doom so intense that doctors call it the Irukandji syndrome. Victims describe it as a sense of certain death, even when they know they might survive. Its venom targets the heart, lungs, and nervous system, flooding the body with adrenaline until it can no longer cope. Some victims collapse from cardiac arrest before reaching shore. There is no known anti-venom, only pain relief and time. Even with treatment, the agony can last for days. What makes the Irukandji even more terrifying is its stealth. It's almost invisible underwater, perfectly transparent except for a faint shimmer when sunlight hits its bell. Divers often swim past entire swarms without realizing they're surrounded. One brush of its microscopic tentacles is all it takes. Scientists are still baffled by how such a small organism evolved such extreme toxicity. Some believe it's not meant for defense but for hunting tiny prey with precision. Nature, it seems, doesn't care about size when it comes to power. The Irukandji jellyfish turns paradise into peril, a reminder that in Australia's tropical seas, even the gentlest waves can hide death. You can't see it, you can't hear it, you just feel the pain, and by then it's already too late. From the deserts to the oceans, from silent forests to glowing tide pools, Australia is a land where beauty and death walk hand in hand. Every creature we've met hides a story of survival written in venom, fang, or claw. The funnel-web spider, the fierce snake, the box jellyfish, the crocodile, the blue-ringed octopus, the stonefish, and the Irukandji jellyfish. Each one a reminder that nature never plays fair, yet always plays perfectly. What's truly fascinating is how every one of them isn't evil, just evolved. The spider's venom, the snake's speed, the jellyfish's sting, all are weapons crafted not for cruelty, but survival. Out here, only the most efficient killers endure. And that's what makes Australia's wilderness both terrifying and magnificent. We often imagine monsters as things from myths or movies, but the truth is, the real monsters live quietly among us. Some smaller than your hand, some older than history itself. They don't hunt for glory. They hunt because nature demands it. So the next time you picture Australia's wild side, remember, the world's most beautiful places often hide its deadliest secrets. If you've made it this far, you're braver than most. Now tell me, which of these creatures shocked you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you think these are terrifying, wait until you see the animals that can kill without even touching you. Click on the next video, because the deeper we look into nature, the stranger it becomes.